मेरे दोनों भाइयों की दुनिया बेहद ही अलग थी.
वो लंगड़ा है ना? I kept turning it over in my head. Is that how the world sees him? Why did I suddenly feel like he had been placed on one side and then the rest of us on the other? I carried it quietly and I moved on.
In the hustle and bustle of moving and everything, it had been forgotten that, Pratika has to say bye to her friends.
What if something happens? What if something disrupts his routine? Shouldn't someone be there with him? And the problem with those kind of what ifs is that you can't just hand wave them away.
These stories we hear from special siblings are not isolated incidents. Siblings grow up setting aside their own needs and becoming parental figures. They often negotiate their dreams and desires to be able to show up for their siblings with disability. In adulthood, they step up as primary caregivers and advocates for them. A lot of us may have lived through or witnessed similar experiences, especially with the elders in our care. So when we hear these stories, we can understand, relate, and recognize pieces of it in our own lives.
So how do we show up as allies for that caregiver role that is not acknowledged today?
The answer to that sits with all of us.
However, in the back of my mind, there was always this quiet question that really I couldn't shake, Is this my real life, or am I really just temporarily escaping my reality back home? But I'd be lying if I said that I didn't think often about moving back. I would think about the life I was building and just like the carefree independence that I sort of experienced for the first time. There's this thing that stops me in the back of my mind. Again, it's hard to explain. I think that question and that particular weight is something that some siblings, might recognize. This feeling of holding and living two different lives at once and maybe never quite feeling like they're in one completely.
Siblings Ki Inclusive Duniya is a world where special siblings will be able to show up fully without feeling torn between their own lives and their caregiving roles. Creating this world will take a collective effort in strengthening the ecosystem of care across families, schools, workplaces, and therapeutic spaces. With our Sibling Care Programme, we're taking the first step in that direction. The program offers recognition, community, and resources for special siblings and the people around them. Inclusive Duniya SIP Talks sheds light on the sibling carer experience and brings it to wider audiences. It helps build awareness and encourages everyday micro-level advocacy. Sibling Adda brings together special siblings to enable meaningful connection, to reduce isolation, and access peer support. And finally, Siblings Ki Inclusive Duniya, a platform to share our learnings and anchor research and development efforts. We welcome collaboration and co-creation of resources that help stakeholders around a special sibling bring this particular inclusion lens into their everyday practice, across ages and stages of a sibling carer's life. It takes the passion of a million hearts to drive social change and to widen the circle, and it will take the same to bring this vision to life. Whether you're a parent, an educator, a mental health professional, someone in HR, or a community leader, you have a role to play in building this Siblings Ki Inclusive Duniya. Lend your knowledge and expertise to bring this world together.
I'm on a call with my brother's psychiatrist. He says very matter-of-factly, "Of course you feel off. Special siblings need support and therapy regularly." I was 37 years old. You mean it's not my fault? I'm not the weird one.
How could you as a therapist extend more meaningful family counseling support? As an educator, could this knowledge help create a safe space for a special sibling in your school? As a colleague, could you show up as an ally for a carer, helping them thrive at work even as they fulfill atypical family responsibilities? And would you recommend including this diversity and inclusion and belonging policies at your workplace? Whatever role you play, what does support actually look like in your context?
I think the single biggest achievement scorecard for us as to how well we're doing our jobs is making school a safe place. And by safe, I'm not just talking about physical safety, but where voices, souls can feel accepted, acknowledged, where you can have friction and flow as well.
As we work to translate the lived experience of special siblings across contexts, we invite you to join hands with us. Join hands to co-create a world where sibling carers feel heard, acknowledged, and included. If this is something that resonates with you, do reach out to us. And come, take your place in Siblings Ki Inclusive Duniya.